Seeing as how I own a manga YouTube channel, you'd be surprised how many manga turned into anime before I even realized the manga ever existed. I mean, I only read the Fire Force manga like a year ago, and I think that's largely due to the fact that I don't have a lot of friends that really read manga. But that's besides the point. Over the past couple of days, I've been reading The Witch and the Beast by Kosuke Satake. And while I'm not quite caught up yet, I think I've read enough to give a fairly decent review to the 51 people that watch my videos. From the cover page of the manga, I'll let you pause the video and guess who's the witch and who's the beast. Well, whatever you guessed, you're probably wrong. You see, this dainty little demon incarnate over there is Guideau. Technically, she's both the witch and the beast. Confusing? I'll explain in a second. You see, Guideau was sorta cursed. He was cursed by a witch to be stuck in the body you currently see her in. Why, you might ask? I don't actually know. What I do know is that in reality, she looks like this. Are you starting to see where the beast part comes in? Now for the witch part. The body she's currently stuck in belongs to the witch who cursed her. So she's a beast stuck in the body of a witch. The Witch and the Beast. Thank you for your time, roll credits. One day I'll make good jokes. Anyhow, back to the video. The second half for our magical buddy cop duo is Ashaf. He's what you might call a mage. Far less powerful than a witch, but not someone to be taken lightly at all. You see, Ashaf is basically Guideau's caretaker of sorts. He makes sure she's fed, clothed, and basically uses her as a giant witch-killing trump card. See, Ashaf is part of an organization known as the Order of Magical Resonance, which is basically in charge of taking care of magic-related problems. His organization tracks down dangerous witches, and he and Guideau takes care of them. Guideau hopes that one day she finds the witch that cursed her, and Ashaf is just happy to have a giant witch-slaying machine on the side, even though he doesn't necessarily see her as that. And I know what you're probably thinking. She's 5'3", 43 kilograms. How exactly is she slaying witches? First of all, don't rush me. Second, even in that body, Guideau is far from weak. From what I've seen, she's beaten more enemies in that body than in her original one. And finally, there are 3 ways to break a witch's curse. 1, to be kissed by a prince on a white horse, which is standard fairy tale logic, I guess. 2, hope that the witch has a change of heart, which is probably never gonna happen. And 3, to kiss a witch, and I mean kissing any witch, breaks the curse and allows Guideau to turn back into her 7-foot tall, tricked out, magic resistant, witch uppercutting beast body. But there's a catch with this method. Not only is the return temporary, but it's limited to 1 kiss per witch, meaning after the fight is done, she's back to looking like strawberry shortcake. I mean, technically there's a 4th method, which is killing the witch, but I just assume that's a given at this point. Oh yeah, you might have noticed the giant coffin Ashaf keeps strapped to his back. That's where they keep Guideau's actual body, in a coffin. One thing I really like about this manga is the dynamic between Ashaf and Guideau. Ashaf is this cool, calm and collected mage who seems to know everything and lets nothing faze him. He's been working for the Order for a long time, and because of this, he's seen almost everything the world has to throw at him. Whether it be sword demons who have the power to destroy the world, ice elementals who can create giant city-spanning golems, straight up vampires. The point is, Ashaf is like the senior cop in this buddy cop dynamic. Been around the block a few times, cool-headed, and never caught by surprise. Guideau, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Violent, short-tempered, and ready to kill anything that even remotely smells like a witch. She has no people skills, absolutely no sense of decency, and quite frankly, is more like a poorly trained pit bull than a human being. She once tried to unalive some random 14-year-old girl because Ashaf walked up to her, and she just assumed that she was a witch because of that. I mean, she was, but that's still a crazy thing to do. She's naturally unhinged, which leads to a lot of situations between her and Ashaf where she ends up like this. All in all, the relationship between her and Ashaf is a major reason I like this manga. It's also a major reason I've been reading another manga called No Name, which I think is also really good. I have a video narrating the first chapter, but a link to the video should be in the description below, but I digress. The contrast and bond between her and Ashaf is a major contributor to why I really love this manga. And I'm not exactly sure, but there might be a bit of romantic tension between them. Sometimes just the way the panel is drawn just hints at a bit more than friendship. Ashaf is just a little bit more caring towards her, and Guideau doesn't look like she just escaped from Arkham Asylum. But while she's in her beast form, she's a force of unrivaled destruction. And that's another thing I really like about this manga. It's just really, really cool. By the time I was writing this part of the script, I was completely caught up with the manga, and I'm so glad I did. Everything from the art to the characters, some of the dialogue in the manga itself is just really, really cool. And I'll explain what I mean by the dialogue in just a moment. Early in the manga, where Guideau fights this demon sword that's leveling cities, splitting up in the sky, and is basically said to have the ability to destroy the world. And in my head, I was like, really? World destroying capabilities this early in the manga? The power scaling is gonna be completely murked. So when Guideau just walks up to it and tanks a full power slash without flinching, one of the characters just looks at Ashaf and goes, huh? What the hell is going on? Isn't it supposed to be a world destroying threat? And Ashaf just goes, yeah, it is. But the ability to destroy the world isn't that unique. Plenty of beings have this power. And then Guideau just proceeds to uppercut this thing out of existence. And I'm just left staring at the panel like, this is gonna be good. And there are other really cool pieces of dialogue that come from some really unique characters. Like this guy, for instance. Everything that comes out of his mouth toes the line between Shakespearean or Samuel L. Jackson. Yet. But aside from what the characters say, the way they're designed is just really, really good. Every time the manga cooks, we end up with characters that look like this or this. The mangaka also really loves large-scale battles, but where the art really goes into overgear is with the witches. Every time one of them steps onto the panel, the art is up. Everything from the character design to the spells, the amount of detail put into the witches is amazing. And sometimes they don't even have to be doing anything, they just look good sitting down. The dynamic between the two main characters, some amazing dialogue, great character design, and just some really, really cool looking panels all around, tied down with some beautiful pieces of architecture and some of the best wardrobe I've seen in a manga, makes The Witch and the Beast a really good read. It's been on hiatus for a while now, so there won't be any new chapters for a bit, but I really suggest picking it up for yourself. As always, it's the source material signing out.